So talking about the new strategic CIO versus the tactical CIO. So in the old days or previous days, communicating to the business about what the value of IT is was pretty much, your systems are up and running. If you have problems with telephony, give me a call. Today, it's very different. Every company today at its core is a technology company. And as a result, the CIO and his team need to collaborate, focusing on business outcomes. So it's all about business outcomes. So as you said, you get a requirement, over deliver. So a lot of CIOs fail to articulate the value proposition from a business context. They provide a value proposition from a technical aspect. So can you share with us how you think about when you communicate to the business in terms of communicating business outcomes and not just technology prowess?
So it's really a great question. I think what I'm seeing right now is more and more stakeholders are enlightened when it comes to understanding the value of IT. Now, IT and technology, and then your own technology organization, those are slightly different things. But everybody understands. You use the words themselves. We'll say it probably a couple times in this interview. Every company is a technology company. Constellation just happens to be a technology company that makes beverage alcohol. Right. We have to think that way. And you always have to be thinking about your value proposition, because the opportunity for technology within an organization is no longer just through its IT organization. It's from every single element of the world you can think of. People are coming in all the time saying, we can do it this way, we can do it that way. Right? But I think the most important thing, if you want to be at that table, having the conversation, helping people to understand the value of your internal IT, you got to start by making sure you get the basics right. Nothing is as frustrating as going into an executive meeting and wanting to have a conversation about some big strategic ideas, some transformational change that you can drive, and they want to talk about why the computers are slow or why the printers aren't printing or why the cell phones are old. It drives you insane. So get that stuff right. Help them to understand that what you have is good and working and right fit for the business, and then you can move on to the more strategic things. And one of the things that I found as really helpful in this process, you get a lot of people who think, well, IT is a cost center, right? And then you have all this, how do you treat IT as a profit center? But actually, there's some more fundamental things you can do. IT is a cost center. There is a cost to running your business. If you look at Gartner will tell you 65% of your IT costs should be running the business, and the other 35 should be grow, transform. I say, come on, guys, let's strive to overachieve in that as well. How about 60-40? What about 50-50? But what you need to do is get your business partners squarely in this game with you, right? So oftentimes your IT cost is driven by a demand within the business that actually exceeds what that demand needs to be. I mean, why do you need to have a printer fixed within 4 hours? There's generally 3 or 4 printers within the same walking distance, right? So think about things like that and work with your business to eliminate what you don't really need. And the conversation goes something like this. Every dollar we save in minimizing or eliminating cost to run the business is a dollar that we can transfer into growing and transforming our business. Right. And that's what you need to get business leaders to really think about and to partner with you. And then they'll start to see, hey, wait a minute, this guy's not just thinking about keeping the lights on. This guy's talking about making those lights brighter, about new kinds of lights, right? Right.